Hey guys, Collin here at etrailer. Today we're going to take a look at the etrailer.com spare tire lock. This is a lock that fills in one of the lug nut holes of your spare tire on your bracket. You can see we have it replacing the second bolt that is connecting it to our bracket and holding it in place. This is going to be a really great theft deterrent, so no one can just walk up, loosen the two bolts on your spare tire bracket, and then just walk off with your spare tire. The lock is going to be a replacement for that bolt. You don't have to worry about it not being strong enough to hold up your tire. You can see it's very secure, making sure our tire stays in place and also making it secure and deterring theft. Now how it operates, we have that nice weatherproof dust cap to make sure no dust, water, any other debris gets inside our lock cylinder causing any mechanical issues. We'd have our double-sided key, which is a lot harder to pick than a regular one-sided key. And we also have the pick-proof system, meaning that it runs on threads and not just a lock where you turn it and then all of a sudden it's unlocked. What we have to do is turn the key multiple times until it's off of the threads. You can see the bolt on the inside of our lock right there, and there's threads on the inside of the back piece. The back side is going to have a really sturdy steel construction. It's got a nice black powder coat finish to help it resist rust and corrosion. What's nice is that it has the rubber washer right here so that when we're threading on our lock, and a little tip when you're threading it, it's easier to hold the key and then turn the lock itself. You can see how that does a great job of making a good seal and a good connection point once we get it as tight as we can. You can see it conforms to whatever surface it's on, and we have a great hold of our spare tire. The front part of our lock is also going to be a sturdy steel construction, but instead it has a chrome plated finish that's going to help resist rust and corrosion. One thing I do want to point out is that while this is going to provide you a lot of years of service, over time, we all know if it sits out in the rain and the elements 24/7, 365 days a year, there could eventually get a little bit of corrosion or rust on the inside of your lock. Some simple lubricant can fix that problem just so you can maintain it. So as long as you do regular maintenance on that lock, maybe once a year, then it's going to hold up for a very long time. Now what's cool is that we carry a lot of different styles of these locks here at etrailer with our brand. We've got coupler locks, trailer coupler latch locks, maybe hitch pin locks. If you got multiple ones, and even if they are for different accessories, you can key them all alike using the key alike function on the page, so that you can have one set of keys for all of your locks, however many you have. Now it does have a really nice flush-proof design as well, so it makes it very hard for someone to try to pry it off with any type of pry bar. And I'll show you what I mean. Sometimes locks aren't completely flush, so we'll loosen it up a little bit. So you can see if it's like this, someone can wedge something in there and try to pry it off. Doesn't mean they'll succeed, but it definitely decreases the chances having it very flush mounted like this. Now we've shown you the lock and gone over some of its features. Let's show you how to get it installed. Now just choose one of the bolts and nuts that you want to remove. There we go. The other bolt should be tight enough so that it can hold up the tire until we can get the lock installed. And now all we're going to do is bring the black piece of our lock through and then thread it on. Like so. Get it as tight as you can get it, and then find the notch on there, take the key out, close it up. Now you're good to go. Now there's another way you can use this lock. Let's say we don't have this mounted to the side right now, it's just laying in the bed of our trailer. Someone could walk off with it. However, what you could do is, instead of feeding it through a bracket, you could just simply put the lock on an open lug nut hole, and if it's sitting in the bed of your trailer, yes, someone can come up and walk off with it. However, if they don't get the lock off, then they can't use this tire on their trailer because one of the lug nut holes is taken up, so they would have to get that off to use it. Now obviously that's only if you don't have a mounting bracket system. I would highly recommend picking one of these up if possible. We got plenty of options available here at etrailer, but if you have no way to mount it, then that is another way you can use it. Well, I hope this information helped you guys out, but that's going to do it for our look at the etrailer.com spare tire lock.